Hello, how are you? Today I'm going to tell you about the best foods to lower blood pressure. So, if you have high blood pressure, stay with me until the end because I'm going to give you a list of foods to include in your diet to help lower your blood pressure. Before I talk about the foods that lower blood pressure, I'm going to ask you to share this video with anyone you know who has high blood pressure and to subscribe to the channel if you're new here and turn on the notification bell because there are new videos every day and you won't want to miss them. This list is not ordered from least to most effective in terms of potency, ease of lowering blood pressure, or from best to worst. None of that. I just included the best foods here so you can see which ones you like and add them to your diet. The first food actually is a group of foods that will help you, leafy greens in general. Leafy greens are rich in potassium, and potassium is a mineral that helps you excrete or eliminate through urine the excess sodium present in our bodies. This is interesting because sodium retains fluid, retains water, and when it retains water, it increases plasma volume, making it harder for the heart to pump. So it's very important that the concentration of fluid in your body, in the plasma, and in the interstitial tissue of our body remains constant and stable so that the heart has the same workload to pump this blood. So which vegetables are rich in potassium? The dark green vegetables are usually spinach, kale, arugula, watercress, lettuce. All of these are a great addition for those who have high blood pressure. Another very interesting and beneficial food item is beetroot. Beetroot contains a significant and substantial amount of nitric oxide, which actively causes blood vessels to gently dilate and relax, thereby effectively reducing the tension in the tiny capillaries where the blood flows. Capillaries are those much smaller, narrower, and more delicate blood vessels. So in the capillaries, arterioles, arteries, and blood vessels, there will be greater relaxation of the vessel walls, making it easier for blood to flow through. The more tense these vessels, capillaries, or arteries are, the harder it is for the heart to pump, and the higher the blood pressure can be. And nitric oxide helps relax the vessel walls, making blood circulation easier and sparing the heart from excessive effort to control blood pressure. Another interesting food group actually is low-fat dairy products. And among them, you can have skim milk, skim yogurt, or the best of all, kefir made with skim milk. If you want to know more about what kefir is and its benefits, I have a video about it and I'll leave the link here so I don't go on for too long. But dairy products contain a large amount of calcium, and calcium has been proven to benefit the process of regulating blood pressure, the pressure of our blood. So, consuming foods rich in calcium is very interesting for maintaining good blood pressure control. But it's important that they are skimmed because saturated fat, on the other hand, which is usually present in full-fat dairy products, can negatively affect blood pressure over time, mainly due to the proportion of cholesterol and saturated fat that tends to build up in our bodies. So, to get the benefits, it's really important that your dairy products are low-fat, that they are skimmed dairy products. Another very interesting food for blood pressure is oat flour. Oats contain beta-glucan, which naturally helps to lower cholesterol. And as you know, cholesterol is closely related to cardiovascular diseases, increased blood pressure, and the imbalance or dysregulation of the proper cardiovascular system. And oat flour is where beta-glucan is most available. If you like to buy whole oat grains, prefer to buy the whole food and see what you're getting, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure that before you consume the oats, you blend them in a blender, because by turning them into flour, the beta-glucan will be more available, more accessible to you, and that's more beneficial. Another surprising food that can help regulate your blood pressure is the banana. Bananas are very rich in potassium, and potassium, as I've explained before, helps reduce the proportion of sodium and excrete excess fluid from our bodies. So, adding a banana with skim yogurt and some oats can be a great breakfast for you. Another good group of foods are deep sea fish, which are rich in omega-3, because omega-3 helps with the anti-inflammatory processes in our body, but it also helps because deep sea fish are very rich in vitamin D, which is also closely related to lowering blood pressure. Both the omega-3 found in these fish and the vitamin D work together, making it easier to lower blood pressure. Red fruits are also a great addition. There are already some studies that show that raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, cranberries, all these small red fruits have a huge amount of antioxidants, which are super important for the proper functioning of our body, for preventing diseases from appearing earlier, for preventing premature aging, and they are also linked to lowering blood pressure. I know these fruits tend to be a bit more expensive and some of them are harder to find, but if you can find them and add them to your diet, you can also see good results regarding your blood pressure. Another group of very interesting foods to include are sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. They're super easy to make at home. For pumpkin seeds, you just put them in the oven and roast them. Sunflower seeds are usually bought already shelled because some people have this doubt. You remove that hard, striped outer shell, and it's just the kernel inside that you eat. And then you can use them in your cereal, in your homemade granola. I even have a video explaining about granola, whether granola makes you gain or lose weight, and how to make a healthy granola to use at home. You can add these seeds because they are super rich in potassium, and they're also high in zinc and magnesium, which contribute to the proper functioning of our body in general. And potassium and magnesium specifically help lower blood pressure, so they're great additions to your diet. Another beneficial group of foods that effectively helps to lower blood pressure is fresh garlic and various fresh herbs. I have grouped them together because we commonly use them to prepare our meals, but they actually work in quite different ways. Garlic, mainly because it helps with nitric oxide, which has the property of promoting vasodilation of the capillaries, vessels, and arteries, where the blood flows, facilitating proper blood flow without putting too much strain on the heart and without raising blood pressure. And fresh or dried seasonings, herbs, and spices in general, as long as they're fresh or even dehydrated herbs but without added salt or monosodium glutamate, are excellent additions. Because the more seasonings we use, fresh, dried, parsley, chives, basil, oregano, cilantro, the more we use these seasonings, whether dried or fresh, which are even better because they have more vitamin C, the less salt we end up using. This is really interesting, and the less salt we consume, the more controlled our blood pressure usually is. So seasoning your food well can really help you lower your blood pressure too. Another food that has a positive correlation with lowering blood pressure is dark chocolate. It has to be a chocolate with more than 70% cocoa. If you want to know how to choose chocolate better, I even have a video talking about which is the best chocolate. Watch it to learn more about why. But chocolate is already linked to the sensation of pleasure and to lowering blood pressure. So if you're looking to lower your blood pressure or keep it in check, eating chocolate a few days a week can help you. And extra virgin olive oil is a source of antioxidants and polyphenols, which help improve inflammation in our body overall and lower blood pressure, regulate blood pressure, making it more stable. So adding olive oil to your diet is also a great addition if you're looking to control your blood pressure. If you're watching this video, you probably have high blood pressure or are concerned about a family member or a friend who does, so I'm going to leave down below in the description the links to 2 more videos that are really interesting here on the channel. One is about how to naturally lower blood pressure, and the other is about the most dangerous foods for those who want to control their blood pressure. I suggest you watch them so you can have more complete information and actually manage to solve this dangerous problem of high blood pressure. And now tell me in the comments if you were surprised by any of these foods. Are you going to start consuming any of them to help lower your blood pressure? Let me know which one. I'd love to hear from you. Take the opportunity to share this video with anyone you know who could benefit from it. My goal is to help as many people as possible, and that would make me very happy. Like the video because that really helps me out, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. There are new videos every day about the benefits of foods, your health, teas, juices. I know you won't want to miss them. See you next time. Bye.